Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to learn the continuation part of the lesson The Thunder Cake. All of you open lesson 2 from your textbooks, Thunder Cake, written by Patricia Polacco. In our previous class, we have completed. All of you open page number 16. Yes. Now previous class we have completed till here that the child reached the 3 riskiest tomatoes while the grandma picked strawberries. Lightning again. She started counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kabang! Boom! The thunder growled. Till there we have completed, and from our today's class we are going to continue from here. We hurried back to the house and the warm kitchen and we measured the ingredients. So the child and the grandma hurriedly came to the house and they entered the kitchen and they are measuring the ingredients they have brought for preparing the thunder cake. I poured them into the mixing bowl while grandma mixed. I churned butter for the frosting and melted chocolate. Here, I poured them into the mixing bowl. She poured those ingredients into the mixing bowl while grandma, see in the picture, while grandma mixed. She is mixing the ingredients, and here I churned butter for the frosting and melted chocolate. For frosting and melted chocolate, she churned butter. See, here we can see the child is churning the butter. Finally, we poured the batter into the cake pan and put them into the oven together. They prepared all the ingredients, and finally they poured the entire batter into the cake pans and they put them into the oven together. Both together they put the batter into the oven. See, this is the oven here. And lightning lit the kitchen. I only counted to 3 and the thunder rumbled and crashed. Now again lightning lit the kitchen. The child is now counting 1, 2 and 3 and the thunder rumbled and crashed. 3 miles away. She counted 3 and now the thunder is 3 miles away. Grandma said. Grandma remembered the child. And the cake is in the oven. We made it. And now the thunder is 3 miles away and the cake is in the oven. We prepared the batter of the cake and they put it into the oven. We will have a real thunder cake, and grandma is saying that they have a real thunder cake. As we waited for the cake, grandma looked out of the window for a long time. As they waited for the cake, grandma is looking out of the window for a long time. Why you are not afraid of thunder? You are too brave, she said as she looked right at me. Looking at the child, the grandma is saying, why you are not afraid of thunder? Now you are not afraid of thunder. You are too brave, child. I am not brave, grandma, I said. The child is saying, I am not brave. That the child is accepting that she is not brave. I was under the bed, remember? Yes. Previously, the child is under the bed. After grandma called her out of the bed, she came outside. But you got out from under it, she answered. The grandma is remembering her. She came out under the bed. And you got eggs from mean old Nelly. Yes, the child got eggs from mean old Ellie Peckham. You got milk from old Kick Cow. Yes, she got milk from old Kick Cow. You went through Tangleweed Woods to the dry shed. Yes, she went. You climbed the trellis in the barnyard. Yes, she climbed the trellis. Only a brave person could have done all these things. The grandma is saying only brave persons could have done all these things. I thought and thought as the storm rumbled closer. She was right. I was brave. As the thunderstorm came closer, the girl thought and finally she realized that grandma is right. Maybe I was brave. Brave people can't be afraid of a sound, child, she said as we spread out the tablecloth and set the table. While grandma and child both are setting the tablecloth and setting the table, and they are talking in this way, and grandma is saying to the child, brave people can't be afraid of a sound. People who are so brave, they can't be afraid of any sound. They won't bother about anyone. Okay. When we were done, we hurried into the kitchen to take the cake out of the oven. After the cake had cooled, we frosted it. After setting the table, they both hurriedly ran into the kitchen to take the cake out of the oven. After some time, after the cake had cooled, they frosted it. Here frosted means decorated with icing sugar. They decorated the cooled cake with icing sugar. Just then the lightning flashed, and this time it is the whole sky. Now the lightning flashed, and this time it lit the whole sky. The lightning lit the whole sky. Now loomed just above. Even before the last flash had faded, the thunder rolled, boomed, crashed, and boomed just above us. The storm was here now. The storm was just above the grandma and the child. It rolled, boomed, and crashed. Perfect, grandma could. Just perfect. She beamed as she added the last strawberry to the glistening chocolate frosting on top of our thunder cake. Here, glistening means, see, shining by reflecting light from a wet or smooth surface. So, the grandma added last strawberry. Here in the picture we can see she added all the 5 strawberries, and now she is adding the last 6th strawberry to the cake. See, she added the last strawberry to the glistening chocolate, means lighting, flashing chocolate cake on top of our thunder cake. On top she is adding the last strawberry, right? As rain poured down on our roof, grandma cut a wedge. Here wedge means a piece with one thick and one thin pointed end. So, as rain poured down on our roof, from their roof the rain started pouring down, and grandma cut a piece for each of us. Here each of us means grandma cut a piece to grandma and to the child. She poured us steaming cups of tea from the samovar. Here samovar means a metal vessel used to boil water for tea. So she poured us steaming cups of tea from the samovar. When the thunder roared above us so hard it shook the windows and rattled the dishes in the cupboards. And when thunder roared above their roof, it shook the windows and rattled the dishes in the cupboard. But we just smiled and ate our thunder cake. The child and grandma just smiled and ate their thunder cake. From that time on, I never feared the voice of thunder again. From that time, The child never feared for the voice of thunder. Again, the child never feared for the voice of thunder, for the sound of thunder again. This is all the story about a brave children will never fear for anything. They will whether it might be thunderstorm, or whether it might be flashing light, or whether it might be something else. A brave children will never fear for such a sounds, and they will not hide themselves under the beds or behind the doors and all this. Okay children, we should be brave enough, and we should not get fear for small little things. Okay, this is all about the story, the thunder cake. The thunder cake. We are done with the story. From the next class we will come to learn how to read, how to pronounce, how to read the story Thunder Cake, written by Patricia Polacco. Bye children. Thank you all of you.